intro. Holy shit, what an intro. My God, my goodness gracious. Hello, Elusive Emo, Job Light, Dog No Way, Jay Flyer. Okay, get up out of your seats here. It's 31 days in a row, bitch. You heard about it. You heard the news. They've been talking about it. I broke the market. Believers win, dude. They said it couldn't be done. 32 days, really. You count December 31st, which I do. Year of Big A, baby. We're getting it done. Pawn Monster. Thank you for that 5 motherfucking gifted, bro. Thank you very much. Dopamine 3D. I was here Jan 7th when you mentioned a month straight. Here I am 24 days later. You didn't let us down. You're goddamn right, dude. Sticking to my guns. 31 days in a row. And February, I'm adding something else to the docket, okay? A little another spice in the fucking spice canister. I already promised that in February, for sure, I'm going to release the 3rd Hitman contract video, obviously. I already promised that I'm going to play fully Outer Wilds expansion. Definitely happening in February. But also, I've decided I'm going to play Soma. Because somebody told me Soma's a creepy game you can beat in one stream. I'm playing the whole thing. One night only. Saturday or something. I'm going to play the whole fucking thing. In one sitting. And this is all happening within February. Soma D's nuts. Thanks for the gifties. Holy shite. Magic Lettuce 86. Thanks for the gifties. What are you saying? What's your fucking truly an inhuman feat? How does he do it? By the way, I got this gun. I got this gun. Oh, no, interesting. What were you doubting about? Hey, doubters, line up, motherfucker. This is one of those fidget guns. Wait. It was like an Instagram ad. I got it so that I could, like, shoot the sky when I'm working on my fucking PowerPoints. Average American. I just feel uncomfortable without a gun in my hand, okay? Sorry. Is that a problem? I just feel uncomfortable. Did you see Mark Cuban's retweets? He's gone insane. I haven't seen shit today. The only thing I really was like current events news reading was Elon Musk's paycheck getting torn the fuck up. The Delaware judges get him again, bro. They get him again. He's 0 for 2 in court. Oh my goodness. They forced him to buy Twitter for $44 billion, and then they make Tesla withdraw their $55 billion pay package because it's too obscene. Oof. Oof, dude. That's a major oof for Big E. Did you see everyone trauma dumping on Elmo? I did see that. They were going wild, dude. You ever need a better sign of the loneliness epidemic? Look at that fucking Elmo tweet where he's like, "Hey, how's everybody doing?" Everyone just dropped their fucking life story on him. I'll put that in best tweets for sure. That's a for sure best tweets moment for next one. Does Elmo even have a mortgage? Well, he does, but Sesame Street has notoriously low interest rates and cheap property value. So it's like he's fine. He can get in on the ground floor. You know what I'm saying? It's got rent control. Sesame Street has they do have a homeless problem. They do have a homeless problem. You know what I'm saying? Oscar been grouchy for a reason. It's because everybody else on Sesame Street lives in a nice house. And for some reason he's part of the show, but he has to live in a trash can. That's weird. That's odd to me. You know, it feels like they're not addressing the systemic inequality. Feels like Big Bird's eating good, right? Oscar been grouching. The rent is insane on the street. No. The rent's not that bad. They like to keep Oscar down, bro. They're getting kids ready for the real world, you snowflake. Don't end up like Oscar, kids. Better get a high-paying job. You're going to end up like Oscar, and you're going to be real grouchy. Bro, you're so entertaining. I just finished a whole plate of dumplings without noticing it. I promise you it's not me. It is your insatiable desire for dumplings. Do not blame that on me. I appreciate the compliment. I didn't say anything. We've only been live for 5 minutes, bro. It was not me. You just fucking inhaled those dumplings. He's like a turtle. The can is part of his skeleton. That is not how Oscar the Grouch works. I think you're incorrect. I didn't watch the state of play. Is it worth it? Should we check out the state of play? Is there enough big announcements? Can I, or what? No, nope, no. God, no, not really. Nah, probably not. All right, let me just see if I can Google. What's the big state of play announcements? All the new, let's get Polygon. Let's get Polygon on the case. Polygon, break it down for us, okay? We're a busy people. What do we got? What's the biggest announcements of the state of play? Death Stranding 2 on the beach. It's 10 minutes. I don't want to watch this shit. I get the gist, bro. It's Death Stranding. Bro, I didn't play the first one. I'm not playing the second one. I'm sure they're great, okay? I'm sure they're great. I'm just not going to play it. I skip. Well, actually, what is this? Is this the Joker?
Hey, buddy. Are you just another soulless little husk, huh?
Let go of me! Pathetic guitarist. Where's the rest of your band?
Was he got another fetus in there or something?
Well, ain't that something? Was it you, Hicks?
That's the Joker, right?
Was it you that killed Lou? You still don't know, do you?
Fuck!
He's a... Oh, shit. What the fuck am I looking at, bro? This goes kind of hard. I'll be honest with you. Joker using a guitar to fight a samurai in a weird post-apocalyptic future. Well, fucking sick guitar music plays. That's. I just don't think I'll play it, but I gotta give respect where it's due. It's imaginative. It's creative. Nobody's doing it like he's doing it, you know? Kojima has another piece of software. The action espionage game Fizzant will transcend the barriers between games and movies.
And now 映画もされています。間違いなく強力なコラ
All right, we figured it out. Fizzing. It's just an announcement. There's nothing in there. Stellar Blade, definitely not up our alley. Ayaya. Sonic X Shadow Generations. This is a 2011 game that they are re-releasing. Cool. Dave the Diver now features Godzilla. Okay. Zenless Zone Zero. Ayaya. Jesus Christ, those are triple D. Silent Hill, The Short Message. In a PT style twist, there's a new short Silent Hill experience that's free and out now. Silent Hill 2. Wait, sorry. Is this good? I can't play it now unless it's on Steam. I'd have to fucking hook up the PlayStation and be such a pain in the ass. Hasn't Silent Hill been out? Well, I assume this is a new Silent Hill experience. Silent Hill 2 is a re-release. Judas, Okay, wait. Stop. Collaborate and listen. Ken Levine is back with a brand new mission. BioShock creator Ken Levine has made a new single-player narrative first-person shooter, which has the DNA of BioShock. Let me see it. It's...
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Say hi back.
Of course they know.
What if I told you that every word you say is being recorded? Every thought you've ever had. Your love.
Okay.
Your fear.
Okay.
Your hate. We're just planting.
Getting insane BioShock vibes from this. not to read too much into his BioShock past, but this is already insane BioShock vibes.
What would you do to free yourself? We both know the answer to that question. Nothing. You are the frog in a pot, boiling so slowly. You don't even know what's happening. But I'm here to set you free, whether you like it or not.
Okay. Okay. I'll be honest with you. Shit's loud, bro. Shit's loud as hell. It looks pretty good to me. I mean, it looks very BioShock, and I'm worried about the gameplay. I got real bored by the end of BioShock Infinite, but the story sounds interesting. Maybe it'll be about how, like, you have an unreliable narrator, and by the end of it, you realize it's kind of a meta commentary on games. That would be a cool new thing for him to do. I think it's about guns and shit. Maybe what I thought it was BioShock, same company. No, it's same developer, same guy, Ken Levine, creator. But I think it's his new company, Ghost Story Games. Metro Awakening. This game was always at the cutting edge of graphics. Let's see how it looks. We used Metro Exodus as one of the first RTX games at NVIDIA, and we used it for a lot of like graphical showcases. You know, if you'd be at like, I don't know, Gamescom or E3 or something, you'd show Metro Exodus because it was always the cutting edge. It's pretty beautiful. I wonder if this one's even more. This is VR?
Stare into the flame.
Oh, interesting.
Think of this fire as a beacon. Its warmth, its energy.
This is how average Russian talks.
Now, focus your mind on your wife and step into the void.
Oh, that's kind of sick. Bro, can I... In 20 years, VR games are going to be so sick. They're going to be so fucking nasty, dude. It's going to be so incredible. The shit you're going to be able to do, it's going to be unreal. People are going to die of fright in the scary games. They're going to die of fright. They're going to have heart attacks. Zuckerberg got to me. Zuckerberg didn't get to me, bro, because Zuckerberg's talking about right now. He wants you to buy a headset right now. I'm just saying we're not so far off. I mean, 20 years ago is 2004. Think about what games looked like in 2004. and what they look like now, and imagine how much faster VR has been. I think it's going to be insane. I think it's going to be unreal. People are going to, I don't know, people are going to, it's going to be wild. In 20 years, there will be no countries. I think you guys are just banking on that because you don't want to pay your bills. Can I be honest? I feel like half of doomerism is hopefulness because you don't want to have to fucking... That's because you took out a bunch of afterpay. Because you got fucking Klarna debt you haven't covered, and you're like, well, I hope there's World War III. Bro, just stop. It's not... Realistically, all the countries will be there. I want to kill for my gas like Mad Max. All right, I guess. Anyway, that looks kind of fire. Low key, high key, Thor's bro. I would definitely give that a shot. Maybe I should reset my... Honestly, unironically, I need to reinstall or reset up my VR because I think you should... I Expect You to Die 3 is apparently out and great, and I never played it. Bro, pause before the jump scare. I could just tell it was coming. Well, here's a jump scare. Ah! Bro, there wasn't no jump scare, you motherfucker. You tricked me. You fucking tricked me. No, there was no jump scare. Dragon's Dogma 2. This is probably... Actually... Is this the one that's like... Is this single player? Is this straight up a single player fun Souls-like? Wait. Let me give him the respect. I thought this was like something else. It's a dogma-like? What does that mean?
Make no mistake. The dragon will appear before you when the time is come.
All right.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
Well, it's real time, right? It looks Souls-esque. It's like a third-person Elder Scrolls. All right. Well, was Dragon's Dogma 1 any good? Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma Metacritic. Oh, it was pretty good. Wait, it's like a pretty amazing action RPG. It has like a... I can't see the full... 81. 81. All right. Damn, I just missed it. I feel like no one talked about it. Maybe I'm straight up off my rocker. Mattman GX, thank you for the 7 months. We effing? Nah, we not effing, bro. We're back. It's very good. It got released. Wait, it was released the same time as Skyrim? Oh, that's interesting. So they just, yeah, I got, okay. Dragon's Dogma release date. Oh, you're right. It was May 2012. So a little after, but like, yeah, I can see how they'd get completely overridden. Sucks for them. Sucks for them. There's a class in this game that's combat is tricking enemies into walking off of cliffs. Like you talk to them? Well, how do you trick a dragon? What if you put all your skill points into that and then you run into fucking a big dog or something? What do you... What do you do? Bro, it won Game of the Year. How did you not know? Dragon's Dogma won Game of the Year? Where? From who? I've never heard of this game at all. Dragon's Dogma. Dragon's Dogma Wiki. Dragon's Dogma Wiki. Dragon's Dogma Game of the Year. Game of the year. I don't think it got game of the year, bro. It got a nomination for role-playing / massively multiplayer game of the year at the DICE Awards. You lied to me, bro. It didn't win. It got a nomination. A nomination at the DICE Awards. God damn it. You guys just lie. You guys lie on the internet, which is the worst place to lie. You know what I'm saying? Lie to your family, sure. Lie to your friends, sure. But lying on the internet to a streamer, of all people? Think about what you're doing. Think about the sanctity you're breaking. That's crazy. What, F? No, bro. Why are we getting these Fs? Problem? Fuck! It's not my computer, bro. It's the fucking... if anything, it's Spectrum. Those motherfuckers at Spectrum, dude. Holy shit. Slideshow. We're back. We're back. We're green. No, are we? Wait, I gotta ask. Is Ari down? Ari! Babe! Are you downloading something? The internet's bad. Shit. All right, chat. I'm going to have to act it out, okay? It's going to be a slideshow. I'm going to act it out. I'm going to do like a mime thing, okay? So it's like I'm in a box. Well, I just realized someone's gonna be able to watch this in full speed on the VOD. It's gonna look stupid. In my mind, you guys are only seeing every like fifth thing that I'm doing, so it's funny. But like, if you watch it all in a VOD, it's gonna be terrible. It's gonna seem like I'm an idiot. It's gonna. I fixed it? No, it's not fixed, bro. It's fucking effed. All the shit. Oh, Christ. Is it back or not? Bro, there's nothing I can do. It's a hellscape. His punch was too strong. Wait, you guys are actually delayed. Oh, it's fucked up, isn't it? People are talking about things I did 5 minutes ago. Are you all like super fucking mobile viewers? Holy shit, the delay is insane. People are talking about the gun. Bro, I haven't had the gun on stream since like fucking a minute and a half ago. Oh, Christ. Do you guys ever wonder like why I have the hardest existence in the world? Nobody has a tougher job than me. Do you ever wonder about that? You feel like God keeps handing me his hardest battles? Like, I sometimes I feel like some of you are like working in a coal mine as you watch me. Like you got your phone. It's like a Nokia something. And you're watching like a pixelated version of the stream while you inhale toxic fumes and you're mining the mines. And then you think, man, thank God. You know? There but for the grace of God goes me when you're watching this stream. Because you're like, damn, he has it so much harder. He has it so much harder than me. Thank God for my job. My stable, secure coal mining job. We're back. We're back. Chat's way behind. I gotta be honest with you. What's life like in the past? Can I tell you guys? In the future, it's wild. It's crazy. It's different. Honestly, I see things a little differently. I'm feeling a little more enlightened. It's not my PC. Do you guys think it's not my PC fault? Right now, I'm seeing the actual dropped frames, of which there are 8%. 8% of my frames that I'm sending you are getting dropped. which is not a good sign. Because 8% of something could really be the difference. It's the difference between me saying, you know, like, I don't know. I can't think of an example, but wait, are you guys? I can't tell what. It's like, for example, I'm going to tell a really funny joke. All right, right now. Okay, here's the funny joke. Why did the chicken cross the road? Now, this is the part that would get cut out. Do you see? You missed out on the punchline. 8%. It seems like a small amount, but it's huge. Now, some of you are fucking lying. Some of you are lying. The person talking about Dragon's Dogma is 100% lying. You are not mobile viewered. Also, some of you are talking like you're moving backwards in time. That's not how it works. If I... Dude, shut the fuck up. Dude, I feel like I'm talking to people that are skipping through time. Everyone is at a different point in this conversation in chat. None of you are on the same page. I'm completely lost. I'm completely lost. I have completely lost the plot. It actually feels like I'm in the hot tub time machine. Oh my God, they just invaded France. Again, that doesn't... Also, sorry. You flash back to World War II in time to see France get invaded and your first thought was, let me type it in the stream chat? Oh, God. Just refresh. Refresh. We're back on track. We're back on fucking track. All right. We're green now. I'm assuming everything's fine. Dragon's Dogma 2 looks good. Is that Rise of the Ronin looks good. Until Dawn Remastered is the last one. What is this? Big rise in horror games lately, huh?
What did you do? Just messing around, man. It wasn't serious.
I'm such an idiot. Oh, Hannah!
Okay.
There are a few things I need to make sure you understand.
Speaking of hot tubs.
10 seconds. No, please! No!
Monka.
The past is beyond our control. You have to accept this in order to move forward.
Is this the John Wick villain? The Russian mobster?
Everything you do, every decision you make from now on will open doors to the future.
The choice is yours.
I want you to remember this. I want you to remember this.
This Saw style torture shit. Nah. That's not for me, bro. That's scary as fuck. I mean, you know, streaming scary games is different than playing it, but I don't want to watch nobody get tortured. It's crazy they can sell basically the same game twice nowadays. I know. Remember back in the day when, you know, reliable companies like Nintendo would never do that? It's so crazy nowadays that everyone wants to resell. Back in the day, they never, ever did that. Northern Line did a fun playthrough. I want to play Soma. That's my thing. I was reading, there was a Reddit thread about the ethics of teleportation and some shit, because I mentioned it in passing on stream. And in there, someone's like, you got to play the game Soma if you want to like get into this ethics. And I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it. Straight up, I'm doing it. I watched the trailer. It looked fucking sick. It looked fucking incredible. I am very eager to play a game that you can beat in one sitting, one day, that has a bit of story to it. A bit of gumption, you know? Something you can sink your teeth into, make you think about something. Games as art. Firewatch, I already did it. So not like Portal Revolution. I beat Portal Revolution in one day. All right. End of the day, that's the facts. I beat it in one day. Just tested it. The delay is very bad. I don't know what to do, but it's coming back, I'm sure. Just refresh. Refresh, and then the delay is gone. Storyteller game had a cool update. I think I already did that. I think I did all the storyteller stuff. Check out the Rise of Ronin trailer. All right, that's the last one I didn't see. Rise of Ronin trailer. What do we got? I'm a sucker for samurai. I'll be honest with you.
本作の舞台の一つ、横浜です。
Is this like
19世紀幕末の時代。
Is this like Red Dead Samurai? I can't think of a way to merge them. Is this Red Dead Samurai? Just it's like put it in Japan.
最初に国外に開かれた横浜では、和と洋が入り混じった独特の街並みが広がっています。主人公は鍵縄を使って屋根の上に登ったり、装置アビキルを使って高所から滑空し上空を移動することも可能です。
Every game's got a glider now, bro. Breath of the Wild changed people.
攻撃やガードを駆使しながら敵の攻撃を石火で弾いて体勢を崩すことも可能です。敵の武器と相性のいい流派を選ぶと戦いを有利に進めることができます。
How come no one's made like an open world Star Wars game? Where you like... No, not Eve. KOTOR's not open world. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Star Wars Outlaws. I'm thinking kind of like Outlaws, bro. Outlaws is what I'm most excited for. I want a game where I'm like this guy, but I got a lightsaber. And I travel around to different planets and, do shit. But like, I can be whoever I want. I could end up being a good guy or a bad guy. Kind of like mix KOTOR's morality system, but a less on-rails story. And then, yeah, a little bit of KOTOR, a little bit of Breath of the Wild. Yes, now you're getting it. Now you're getting it. Or a bounty hunter game, to be honest. Maybe fuck the lightsaber, although I think that'd be sick. And it's you. I mean, there's this board game called Star Wars Outlaws, I think. Is that what it's called? No, it's Star Wars Bounty Hunter board game. What's it called? Outer Rim. Bro, Outer Rim is like one of those fun board games I ever played. Because it's like the world's first open world board game. It's just a big board of different planets and shit. And then you're 4 bounty hunters and you all just fly around trying to make money. And like sometimes you cross paths, sometimes you don't. Like you're not, I don't know, it's crazy. It was a really fun game. You just try to make as much money as you can. Star Wars 1313. That wasn't open world, was it? I think that was like a single player story game. It's just a big board and it's a game. It's crazy. You're not listening to me. You're being deliberately obtuse on what I'm saying. It's a very fun board game. I wasn't playing Star Wars Monopoly. No, I was not fucking buying Boardwalk or the Death Star and saying that I was playing a new game. Star Wars Outer Rim, a really good board game, bro. It's fun as shit. I'm INDT, thank you for the gift that I must have missed it. There was a delay. I grew up on Star Wars Monopoly, well then I pity you. Why would you have played it more than once, let alone grow up on it? Like that was, when you play that every year as a child, Star Wars Monopoly, that's terrible. It's just Monopoly, do you understand? They just changed the names of things. They turned fucking Park Place into Tatooine. Don't you dare diss George R.R. Martin and his genius. Do you think that George R.R. Martin made Star Wars? What's up, Isto? That is a sheesh on the board. Atrioc, do you yell Santa isn't real at Christmas? No, because my family, I've already proven it to them with facts and logic, so they know not to rile me up about it. Sometimes I go to schools and I start a ruckus about it. Yeah, sometimes I'll go and I'll put up posters and I'll say like Santa's not real, but like that's not just to educate them. You know what I'm saying? They'll say like, hey, there's a guest speaker today. He's going to talk about marketing or business or whatever. And then I'll come in and be like, listen, kids, there's one fact that you need to get out of this lecture. And that's that Santa's not real. Have you seen anything on the new game Enshrouded? Not a thing. Other than that, like, it's battling with Pal World. Same kind of game. Common Santa Denier L. Well, he's not real. He's not real. I mean, listen, obviously, how do we get the presents, you're asking? The presents get there. The trick is the elves are real. Okay? They made up Santa as like a figurehead. Do you understand? Because they wanted to sell the idea, to make it palatable to people. There's no big, jolly, fat guys flying around, dude. It's the elves doing all of the work. They've been running this game since before humans were here. They didn't just hire a big fucking fat human to be their leader, bro. They made that up. Let me know when Santa comes to your door and poops on your gaming setup, loser. Okay, what? Atrioc the Anti-Santer. Common Harry Potter multi... Wait, sorry, what? Wait, is there a Harry Potter Monopoly? There's got to be, right? Because I know what I'm buying for Christmas. All right. Without looking it up, what do you think Boardwalk is in Harry Potter Monopoly? Without looking it up. It's the Great Hall. You might be thinking, why wouldn't they put Hogwarts? Probably because they wouldn't have enough stuff. They have to fucking spread it all out. Park Place is the Chamber of Secrets, which is just dumb, dude. Like in lore, let's say I'm a wizard trying to make racks of galleons. I'm buying the Chamber of Secrets for the most amount and putting hotels on it. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid, dude. It doesn't make any sense. That's not where the money is. It should be Gringotts Bank, if anything. Chamber of Secrets is a fucking... No one can go there. It's an underground part of Hogwarts with a fucking snake in it. Yeah. Well, that's just piss poor. Honestly, the Monopoly parody makers have one job and they do it poorly. Do you know what I'm saying? All they have to do is match up the lore in like a relatively normal ranking around the board. And they always do it poorly. Oh, I got a raid. Coney! Bro, I was watching Coney earlier today. Okay, wait, Coney fans, I got to ask you a question. This is a sincere question. Does Coney every single day put in his title day 1 of 365? Or am I fucking stupid? He does it every single day, right? What a piece of shit, dude. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. I feel like I've seen it like 4 or 5 times now. Okay, that's his fucking. He's always got a scam. Coney's always got a scam. He has the one more sub scam. You get the day one and 365 scam. He also does a free sub giveaway. What's that? How do you do that? Wait, Coney, how do you do that? Wait, tell me. I used to do that. Coney taught me the one more sub for the sub goal, and I made like 1,000 subs without that. That shit was amazing. What's the free sub? Gift a sub for a chance at a sub? That's real though. No, that's real. I don't know what kind of scam he's pulling. Twitch did announce that if you gift one sub, it actually gives you a chance at another free sub for yourself. That's a real. Dan Clancy said it might bankrupt the company, but we're doing it anyway. It's awesome. I heard specifically if you gift not just one, if you give 5 subs or more, they'll give you the Platinum Kappa, which is like the rarest possible Kappa. You have like a 8 out of 10 chance of getting it. It's actually really fucking incredible, the Platinum. Now, see, none of you guys have it. The Platinum Kappa, it's a game changer. There's this cool trick where you can get rid of ads for everyone if you just give 500 subs to the chat. I heard no, that's not real. I hate that I know this guy is making shit up, but I want to do it anyway. I'm not making up shit. Okay, I'm dead serious right now. I would not joke about this thing. Coney might. I wouldn't, okay? I swear. 5 subs, you have an 80% chance of the Platinum Kappa. It's so real, and it's so raw. I mean, people see that Platinum Kappa, and they want to know you. People want to hang out with you. Do you know what I'm saying? Things. INDT! Thank you for the 5 gifted. Platinum Kappa check. Platinum Kappa check from INDT, please. Oh, sorry, 1 NDT. 1 NDT, can we get a Platinum Kappa check? Please put that Kappa in chat. Pause champ. Coney has to be the best gamer on Twitch. I got to be honest with you. I think you're right. He's really pioneered some stuff. Did you guys see it? Maybe he got it. If he didn't get it, unlucky. 2 out of 10 chance. That's fucking terrible. It's tragic. Unlucky. Moonfish God, thank you for the 7 months. Fire Nova, thank you for the 17. Zoo Share, thank you for the gifty. Bubsy, thank you for the gifty. No Face, thank you for the gifty. Thank you all. I'm sure you guys all got unlucky for some reason. It didn't seem to work, but what are you going to do? Twitch. You know what I think? I think this is Dan Clancy's fault. I think ever since they stopped paying streamers. Dewey Turtle, Platinum Kappa check. This feels like an FCC violation. You know what actually is illegal? If you start doing, like, if Coney ever does this, come tell me about it. We're going to have to talk. If you start doing lotteries on Twitch, that's actually illegal. So if you go like, hey, next 100 subs, 100 subs, I get 250 or whatever. We're going to give $200 to the winner of the next, we're going to do a lottery. Next sub enters. And then you do 100 subs, and then that's illegal. If you're running a lottery, that is a scam. Even if you pay out, because it's there's like a monopoly on lotteries for the state. What if they can mail a card in? That reminds me. So when I was at NVIDIA, and we would run contests, you'd have to sit down with the fucking legal team for days and like get the fucking terms and conditions right for like 100 different countries, and they all have all this unique giveaway and stupid rules. And for most, like at Twitch, you wouldn't even care. You just figured, who cares? Who's gonna figure it out? But NVIDIA, they really cared. And so there's things like people have to be allowed to write a letter in or send a postcard in to be able to enter. Like, even if you want to do something simple, like let's say you're like, hey, retweet to win a free GPU. Let's say you want to do something that simple. It's launch day. You just announced the 3080 and you want just people to... Like, you have to have a way that people can write in to do this in Canada or whatever. Did anyone ever do that? To my knowledge, no, but I wouldn't be the person that it wouldn't go to me. So I guess no, I have no idea. So no one from Pyongyang is entering. No one from Pyongyang. Koshex, thank you. Welcome to the Platinum Kappa Club. Hope you got it. The sweeps clause is just that someone must be able to enter for free, and most companies make it super hard to do for free, so they must make it. Yeah, exactly. But it's like it's just required in the rules that they like. That's the intent of it, but I think you have to do it no matter what, even if it's a free to enter contest. Did you ever get any wacky versions of Monopoly? For well over a decade, as a child, I begged my mother for the bank card version. Is that the one where you have a credit card on the Monopoly board and like it keeps track of your money? It's actually not a bad idea because keeping track of the money is a pain in the ass. So it's actually not a bad idea. I haven't. Like, any of the versions of Monopoly that make the rules a little less slow and boring is like good idea. How the fuck are you supposed to cheat with a credit card? It's a good question. It's a good question. My brother used to cheat. My brother would cheat by saying, he would always say that his houses and hotels cost less than they did. So annoying. Like, unless you memorize the different costs per thing, he would just lie. He would just lie and be like, you know, I'm buying four houses, and you'd put $200 in, and you know, unless you stop him, hey, can we check that and add it up? It's like it's annoying, bro. That's an annoying little trick that he would do. And yeah, now he works in finance. Think about that. Some people manage their money with my brother. There's old people that put their money with my dirt-eating brother and say, take care of my retirement. It's crazy. What a world. What's your Monopoly strat? There's no real strat. You understand? It's a game of random chance. I mean, the only way to have an edge is to bully people into giving you better deals. That's the edge of the game. The edge of the game is you get somebody who doesn't want to be there to trade you a matching 3. And then everyone else is mad at that person for throwing the game. And then they're suddenly mad at you for bullying them into it. And then that's how you win. That's the game, dude. It's if everyone plays by like smart rules, the game takes for fucking ever and nobody gets 3 unless they're super lucky. Buying the expensive shit is the move. Bro, what kind of kindergarten ass are you playing in? Do you think that anybody's landing on Boardwalk and being like, oh, too expensive? Of course! Everybody knows that, bro. You're talking about fucking literally day one baby knowledge. Everyone buys it. Yes, they buy it. Everyone buys the expensive stuff. Games only go long because people don't play with auctions. What do you mean by that? I feel like people do play with the auctions. The only thing that makes games go long is people play with free parking rules, which I support. I think free parking makes the game exciting. The whole point is the way you win that game is just by getting the match. You have to match. You have to get the matches because you can't start buying houses and hotels. That's it. And so unless you're super lucky, you'll never get the matching set on your own, which means you have to trade for it. And if you have to trade for it, somebody should not be giving it to you. It's almost never a good idea, game theory wise, for them to give it to you. So if they do that, that means you abuse someone's lack of knowledge to win. Yeah, the way to really win is to always bully the dumbest player. Exactly. Monopoly is about bullying the dumbest player into taking bad deals. And there's a beauty to that for sure. There's a beauty to that. But it's not fun. It's not a great way to and playing Monopoly with tryhards is a miserable experience because if every player knows that, it'll take forever. Me and my family play in a way where you can start building houses without matching. I love you, bro. I hate house rules Monopoly, other than free parking. When you start adding in extra shit, the game starts getting just absolutely ludicrous. What I remember I played at a friend's house as a kid. God, I can't remember the rule. It was something like if you land on luxury tax, everyone else has to pay you. Like, it was clearly some rule that the dad had made or something to prevent himself from being losing. I hated that shit, dude. I hate custom rules. I remember one time I was at my friend Gavin's house. This is when I lived in Germany, and I had very few options for English-speaking friends, okay? Because I live on a NATO base, not an American Air Force base. So I went to my friend Gavin's house, and he had a dad that would play Age of Empires 2. His dad was like a gamer. He would play Age of Empires 2. And his house was kind of cool because he had a LAN set up. He had multiple computers set up as a LAN. His dad was a real nerd. I think he worked in like IT on the base or something like that. Anyway, I thought this is fucking sick. I love Age of Empires 2. This is a true story, 100% factual. We would play these free-for-alls, okay? So it'd be like 3 kids and this dad playing Age of Empires free-for-all multiplayer, where you just build armies, fight each other, talk about. One time, I'm going to the bathroom. You know, we just left the game on. We had such big armies. I'm going to the bathroom, and I come back, and I see Gavin's dad typing cheesesteak Jimmy's into the fucking chat message, which is a cheat. He was typing cheats for free resources. He had turned on cheats and was cheating because he didn't know how to make a good economy. He was typing fucking cheesesteak Jimmy's and the one that gives you golden. He was cheating, bro. And when I called him out on it, this was like a traumatic moment for me. I was like, "You're cheating," you know, and he was mad. He got mad at me. He turned around. He like instant rage in his face, like I've been caught. He was mad at me. He was fucking mad that I like yelled it in front of his kid. And then he didn't play with us anymore. Dude, it was bad. It was, what a fucking cheater, bro. It was crazy because, you know, I'm out here trying to build my economy. It was hard. I couldn't afford these fucking nights. I had to, was the game more fun when he cheated? I don't remember. Listen, I'm here for the integrity of the game, okay? You ruined the quality time Gavin had with his dad. I guess I did, in a way. There's a beauty to that. One time I was playing Monopoly Cheaters Edition with a friend, but bro cheated outside of the rules. Lamau. I'm sorry, you're mad at your friend for cheating in Monopoly's Cheaters Edition because he didn't cheat within the rules of the Cheaters Edition? That feels too far. That feels too far, bro. That doesn't feel like, I feel like you're being extra nerdy in this moment. I understand that it's a thing, but like also understand that the spirit of Cheaters Edition is like you should cheat. The spirit of the, you know, it's like when I got I got a speeding ticket when I first moved to California to try and get a job at Riot. And I got a speeding ticket for $300 that I could not afford, did not have that money. And I wrote a letter to the judge. And I said, "Sir, I may have violated the spirit of the letter of the law, but not its spirit." That's what I said. I said, "Yes, I was going 5 miles over the speed limit, but there was no one around for miles. It was an open, empty stretch of land. I did not endanger other drivers, nor did I endanger myself." And I didn't have to pay. I didn't have to pay. It did work. It's one of my all-time greatest. You should try it. Honestly, try it. Because I think what I later have found out is if you contest your ticket, the cop has to do something. Either he has to show up in court or he has to write something back or whatever, and they just don't want to do that. So if you take the time to contest, you have a good odds of just getting it dismissed. So what if you were 40 over and then you're fucked? But I was literally like 5 miles an hour over, and they caught me it was empty desert for fucking forever. I was listening to an audiobook, and there's a cop behind like a cactus. I mean, it was like in the middle of nowhere, and he got me, and it was like, well, that fucking sucks. And it was so much money for me at the time, I just could not afford it. But then later, I ran a stop sign. A few months later, I ran a stop sign and got another ticket, and that was 100% deserved, and I had to pay that. So I think I had to ask my dad. I think, because I remember I was trying to get from, I was in like fucking Rancho Cucamonga, LA, going through the burbs, and I ran a stop sign, and they caught me instantly, and I was like, well, that one's, there's no letter for that one. Your Honor, I may have been going 40 miles per hour over the speed limit, but in my defense, I was listening to Freebird. You could try it. You made those names up. Rancho Cucamonga? It's a suburb in LA. It's where I first lived when I moved to LA from Colorado to try and make it in esports. It was, I had to drive from there to the west side of LA every day to report on League of Legends matches for fucking starvation wages. And it was a 2-hour commute. It was a 2-hour commute. It was so fucking miserable. It was truly the dream. I would just listen to podcasts and scream. Did I cover gas? Yeah, barely. I told you it would cover enough for my incredibly good Craigslist room deal where I was like basically a part-time babysitter / got the room. And it would cover gas, and it would cover one Carl's Jr. burger a day, which is basically what I ate. And that's how I got her done, baby. That's how I got that shit done. And then after I would finish the reporting for the day, I would get home and I would write my fucking article on LCS. Then I would log on and play Civilization 5 with Stans for like 8 hours, and then I would pass out and do it again. That was the dream, bro. This is what it's about, okay? Did I? Okay. Part of it, I was in this Craigslist room, and part of it, I stayed with my uncle because he lived not too far from there. And I remember, and also his place was just better. I remember I was staying with my uncle, and I had played Civ 5 that day, and he could tell that I hadn't eaten. So he came in and he left $100 on my keyboard, and he was like, go get something good. And it's really nice, right? It was really nice. But then later, this is probably in the morning. Okay. He did this in the morning. Then later, like in the afternoon, after he spoke to his wife, he came back and he asked for it back. He's like, can I give you a 20? Which is like, no, as 20's great, bro. 20's amazing, but it was a funny moment. It was, it's a thought that counts for sure. What'd you say? I said, of course, dude. They were letting me stay there, which was a fucking incredible thing. And I was not, I'm just sitting there. They don't have an extra room. I had my computer set up like in the fucking den playing Civ. I mean, it wasn't good. You should do it to him now. I buy my nephew, their son, great gifts. Great gifts now. Of course, because they were so nice to me. Of course I do that. I get that kid. That kid, I'll be honest with you, he's a Ludwig fan. As any self-respecting child should be. And I got him a signed Mogul Moves mint green fucking thing by Ludwig, all right? Dude, he fucking loved it. He's a Ludbud, bro. I think it crushed it. Cousin, not nephew? Cousin. He's my cousin, right? My uncle's son. He's my cousin. Yeah, did I say nephew? I'm sorry. He's my cousin. He's just way younger. He's way younger. Is that a Costco brand canned tea? This is Kirkland sparkling water. So it is Costco brand, if that's what you're asking. Nothing wrong with Costco. Good value, brother. You get a lot of them. We buy these by bulk. Atrioc, you've been working on this Marketing Monday stream for the past 3 weeks. Is it delayed today? It is delayed today. I didn't finish it. I worked on it. I didn't finish it. Don't want to tell you, it's not done. It's not done, bro. It's not done. It's been a real struggle. I'll be honest with you. What about the sponsor? So I talked to him. Today. I was like, hey, listen, I really want this video to be good. I really want this to be well made. I'm down to give them an extra free ad read in another video as a make good if they are okay with the delay. So we'll see. We'll see. TBD. But at the end of the day, for me, you know, I rush it out for the sponsor. I'll feel worse than if I just do it right. Do you think streaming every day was the reason for regards? I think the reason is that this is a very open-ended project. In that there is no, like if I'm trying to cover a piece of news, that's relatively easy. My goal is to learn as much as I can about it, then explain it in a way that people can understand and add some jokes. That's like my formula, right? Learn it, make sure I usually explain it to Ari. Then I'm like, I get it. And then but for this one, it's like, there's no limit. I think it's at like 180 slides. And I just keep adding stuff and reading stuff and learning more and researching. I mean, it sounds like how the fuck did it take that long to work on it? But some days I'm just reading all day. I'm just reading stuff and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. That, it's like that. So I don't know. It's scope creep. I've learned a lot of what I shouldn't be doing. It'll help me for future projects, but for this one, I got to finish it. And if not, I'll just wait until 2025 and then release it, and I'll just predict things that already happened. It'll be easy. Knowing when a presentation is good enough. No, knowing when you have to cut things too. There's stuff in there that's too long, and I had to cut it. But then I don't know what to. It's tough. That's the thing. Sometimes it's too long. Sometimes it's too much, or too little. How often do you turn down sponsors? The only ones I turn down are like Raid, Shadow, like all the gacha games. Only because I made a video about gacha games, and I think it would be hypocritical because I made the video about how they're so predatory. What about Genshin? Yes, including Genshin. Genshin actually offered a lot of money when they were doing their big. That's so dumb. Take the bag. I don't know. I think, yeah, streaming pays pretty well. If I'm at 3,000 viewers or whatever, it's a well-paying job already. And then you have the YouTube, that's well-paying, and then you don't have to fucking. And also, I save pretty much everything, bro. I sock it away. Do you make more from Twitch or YouTube? Way more from YouTube. Well, Twitch been kind of banging lately ever since they added the 70-30. Shout out Dan Clancy. You spend all your money on liquid deaths. Facts. Facts. King of DoorDash says, I'm not the king of DoorDash. I use Uber Eats occasionally. Yes. Yes, you're right. But I don't think that's... See, I think there's... actually, this isn't one of those finance books. They talk about it. But it's like, there's people that will penny pinch every little item. And then when it comes down to like, I don't know, buying a car or something, they splurge. The difference between saving on a car and, you know what I'm saying? All of the money you saved, you lost on that one big ticket item. I am very stingy on the big ticket items, and then I can splurge on little things. Do you understand? That's why you saved it? Yeah, I'm understand. I do the opposite. I like day-to-day comfort. And for me, having a, used, paid-off Honda Fit that has a scratch on it is great. That's great. And that way no one breaks into my car in LA. That's what I prefer. How much is too much to spend on a weekend vacation? You know that it has to do with your income, right? Like, unfortunately, there's no number. If you're Drake, you can drop $50K and all your homies to have a vacation, bro. But 100% of your yearly income. Yeah, that'd be a good vacation though. That'd be a banger vacay. If you just dropped 100% of what you made, you go all out. Big A, I owe a total of $32,000 in taxes. What the fuck is this nation coming to? Bro, you haven't told me your income. You could be Jeff fucking Bezos. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean, what is this nation coming to? Our taxes aren't even too high, bro. Get over it. The only problem with our tax system is that people cheat it. If everybody had the same and we had a simple tax code, paying taxes is not a necessarily bad thing. The problem is that some people don't. And so therefore, if you are an honorable person who pays your taxes, you are falling behind. That's the annoying part. If I'm paying my taxes and the guy down the street isn't, and he doesn't get punished, then I am just literally, I'm getting outcompeted. Their business or whatever keeps more of their profit than I do. It sucks. That's why it's annoying. I tried explaining the billionaire loophole to my mom, and she goes, "Oh, well, they can do that because they're rich, and so they should be able to." Your mom said, "Oh, well, they can do that because they're rich, so they should be able to." That was your mom's first response? It's actually so based. She's got opinions, you know what I'm saying? She sticks with it. She truly believes that Jeff Bezos should just have more. And that's something. She got surf energy. That's hype. Atrioc, I just got nominated for valedictorian. Any tips on how to make a good script that feels personal and not AI written? I would start with a joke. Start with as an AI language model and then go, oops. And then everyone will get it and laugh. Genius. Say I was really nervous to write this speech today, but I thought I'd say something profound, and then go as an AI, and then they'll laugh. That's a banger, dude. Holy shit. Imagine no one laughs. Everyone just stares at you dead silent. That'd be tough. It would actually be really funny if the teachers investigate you because of that. They find out that you've used AI for like a lot of your essays. Your valedictorian stats get stripped away. You get expelled. All your college applications are denied. Yeah, maybe don't self-report if you've been cheating, but if you haven't, I think that's a good opener. Give Michelle Obama's speech word for word. Ever since Barack and I were young, we've dreamed of a better nation. What? What is he talking about? Webster's Dictionary defines valedictorian as, dude, I think low-key, Webster's Dictionary in a speech has come back around to being hilarious. You know what I'm saying? It was so cliche, now it's making fun of the cliche. I think it's full circle. I think you drop a wink, Webster's Dictionary, you've turned a corner, bro. My brother just asked if taxes are this year. How old's your brother? How old's your brother to be asking? They're every year, bro. That's every year. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's a leap year. Done changed. Does not change what you owe Joey B. You gotta pay. You gotta pay Biden, dude. You gotta buy that ice cream, Jack. But yeah, I mean, like, unironically, what we really want out of taxes is simplicity, dude. The whole concept of a tax attorney should not exist. That is the fucking stupid part. The concept of having to hire someone to argue that you're not in violation of tax law, it should just be simple. Even if it's less, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's less or more, whatever. It just needs to be everyone the same rules. That'd be awesome. And also, we got to stop paying for... Every time America wants to incentivize something, we do it via tax credit. If it's like we want people to build more greenhouses, we give a tax credit. It's like, it's all these fucking weird loopholes and shit to... I hate that shit. Just give the money direct. Take the money that we've collected and give some of it direct to whatever you want to incentivize. I think taxes are just needlessly complicated to the benefit of those that can afford tax preparation assistance, lawyers. I heard, honestly, good news, unironically. The government is, I think, in the final stages of making their own tax prep software, like TurboTax, that you can use to file for free. That's like auto-filled with your stuff. They're finally doing it. Like, TurboTax has been fighting it tooth and nail for decades. I think it exists now, or it's about to come out. It'll be garbage. All right, have a little optimism. We'll see. But the point is, like, it's gonna be something. I mean, the way they do it in, like, someone can correct me, but in, like, Nordic countries, don't they just send you your estimated bill and then you sign off on it? Like, the government already knows. They just send what you're supposed to owe, and then you decide. So it's like they reverse the work. Yeah, it's just like a fucking way better system. It's like a way better automatic system rather than you having to fucking figure it out yourself, paying someone. Just stupid, dude. You can appeal it if something isn't right as well. I don't know. I've had to learn a lot more about it because now I got a business and I got to figure it out. But theoretically, could insurance fees be replaced with higher taxes to simplify things? What do you mean insurance fees? Insurance is entirely different. Insurance is like you getting insured on something. It's not really through the government. Like if you're getting, like fire insurance on your house, or what do you mean? Like, us Europeans just look at what the US does and then do the opposite. Oh, like win wars? Oh, like have a thriving tech sector? Okay, no, that makes sense. That tracks. When was the last time US won a war? We won the war on drugs, all right? There hasn't been a single drug in this country ever since we cracked down on that shit, that filth, okay? And while you Europeans, you know, take your ecstasy and your MDMA in your fucking underground clubs, rave scenes, we, hardworking Americans, get the job done. So sorry. Sorry about that, but I got to tell the truth. We legit seem to do the opposite. Yeah, I mean, in real life, that's not what Europe does. What Europe does is have it better at first and then look at America and see all the money they're making doing the bad thing and then slowly but surely go towards that. That's really what you do. If I'm being honest, you just do it delayed. You drag your feet a little bit, which is nice, good for your people, but like you get there. You're on your way. Good night, Jacob MVP. But it's what's your favorite cologne? I like to. What I do is I walk around a Smash tournament for 3 or 4 hours, and I just absorb that scent, and then I'll go out on a date or something. You know what I'm saying? It's that victory, that success scent. I'm sure Ari loves that. No, I think I've only had one cologne since college. I might even be on the same fucking bottle, bro. Just spray. It's the what is it? What is the? It's infinite, bro. It's Axe. It's this high class body spray called Axe, and I just sort of. Aqua de Gio. That's what I used to have. That's right. So actually, I've had two. I had Aqua de Gio back in college. That's what I used to have. So I have a new one now. Ari would know it. I'll get it right now. Versace. Versace, dude. There it is, baby. Sheesh. Oh, yeah. That's a good scent. Now I smell good for chat. That's just a good, it's good smelling, bro. What do you mean, fucking, this is a classic. Ari likes it. It's a win-win, baby. That's where my primes go. I bought this over 10 years ago. This is not where your primes go, bro. I've had this for fucking 10 years. Bro, get Axe. I don't think I ever used Axe body spray. I kind of hated it. It was, even at the height of their commercials and fame and everyone using them, it smelled bad, bro. You haven't lived. I've smelled it. Everyone's smelled. If you are especially if you're a guy and you've been in a locker room ever, you've smelled Axe body spray overwhelmingly. It's just not good. I switched to Old Spice in high school, so you just followed the commercials, huh? You just used Axe up until their commercials fell off, and then the Old Spice ones came in, and then you switched up. You just fully followed the pipeline. That's hype. Let me guess, you had a PS2, then an Xbox 360, then a PS4. Am I correct? You followed the exact. Everyone knows that one guy who bathes in Axe. One of them's here right now. Let's not make fun of him. My buddy went through 4 cans of Axe when he sprayed our hotel room on a school trip in high school. What an annoying thing to do. So foul. House tonight? Yeah, we're going to watch House tonight. That's the reason I went live today. I almost skipped today to keep working. I was really in the zone, but then I thought, you know what? I want to watch House. I want to watch fucking House with the chat. So I decided that I would do it. And plus the streak. So I thought, fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. But we're still vibing for a bit. There was a video that I thought it might be fun to watch with you guys. I thought we would spend more time looking at the state of play, but it turns out there wasn't that much to it. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. There's nothing else to say about that. It's just unfortunate. I thought there would be more big news. But there ain't really. Is there any big gaming news? Switch 2 maybe coming out? Will you keep the streak going in February? I have to take a day off here soon. We're going to do double date escape room, okay? And when I do that, I am not going live. I'm taking that day off. Linkus is here? Linkus! I was really busy spending time with Maisie, but then I decided, fuck it, I really want to watch Atrioc so I can relate. That's great. That's fucking great. Good to have you. Did you tell her that? You should let her know. You should let her know that you got to go watch Atrioc stream. Big A, did you see the guy that lost $6 million on employee stock options over on WSB? No, can you link me? That'd be really funny to look at. I thought about getting Ari to stream for me to take a day off because she's been playing Banjo-Kazooie on the couch, and I swear to God, she should stream. It's so funny for me to watch her play that because she treats it like it's life and death, and she gets so fucking scared. Well, you know, it's a kid's game. She'll be jumping across a cavern, and she'll land on the edge, and it's fun. I mean, it's very fun to watch her play. I literally have really enjoyed it. I usually sit there and I'm working on my slides on my fucking laptop, and I watch her. And so I wanted her to stream for me, but it's hard to. We have to like move the Xbox or whatever. It's gonna be a pain in the ass. I told a Tinder match I had that May 22nd is Paper Mario Day, and she goes, "I'll have to remember that." You didn't. You didn't tell a Tinder match about Paper Mario Day. How does that come up? You couldn't. How does that come up? It's his opener. Hi, nice to meet you. May 26th, Paper Mario Day. Atrioc stream. Okay, wait, here we go. Let's see. This is the Wall Street Bets thread on let's never pay capital gains again. If you guys don't know, capital gains is what you pay in taxes on the difference between what you bought a stock at and what you sold it at. So if you buy a stock for $100 and you sell it for $200, you pay capital gains on the $100 difference. Because it's like money you made, it's income. But, however, if you lose money on a stock, you can deduct that from your capital gains. So let's say, for example, you buy a stock for $500 and it goes to zero. you can deduct that $500 loss. So it's OP to lose? No, you still want to make money. Obviously, there's no. It's just a way to where you're. There's a limit. It's a $3,000 limit, I believe, at least in California. But you can. The thing is, so let's say you lose $10,000 on stock. You can only deduct $3,000 of it that year, but you can carry over the other $7,000. So you can do $3,000 again and again and again. That's why this guy is saying, I'm never paying capital gains again, because he probably lost a fuck ton of money. I had a bunch of UPST from employee stock options. The company IPO'd and blew up. I was set for life if I sold, but I didn't. I was a few months away from hitting long-term cap gain and F taxes, right? So just hold a few months longer. So what this is, let's say you work for example, NVIDIA, and they give you 3,000 shares or something. Okay, they give some amount of money. Okay, but they give it to you over every quarter. You get a little bit more of it. So they don't give it to you all at once. They give you like whatever you signed. They'll give you some of it. So when you get it, whenever you get a piece of it, you have to hold that for a full year to qualify for long-term capital gains, which is a random rule that rich people wrote that basically means if you hold a stock for more than a year, you pay less taxes on it when you sell it. It doesn't make any sense. It's the same, it's income either way. But if you hold a stock for 1 year and then you sell it, you don't pay normal taxes. You pay long-term capital gain taxes, which is 15%. Way lower than what you normally pay. It doesn't matter how much you're selling, it's still only 15%. It was to fight the rise of day traders in the early 2000s. They have a lot of rationale, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, what it does is benefits the top 1% of people that own 90% of the stocks, okay? At the end of the day, it's really just to benefit very rich people. And it probably should be removed, okay? So anyway, this guy clearly has held his stock for 9 months or whatever. And if he holds it for 3 more months, he can sell it with less tax penalty. The first big drop, I shrugged it off. It dropped again. The market is wrong. They don't understand the long-term value. I've been there, brother. This is the investor's first panic response. They don't get it. They don't fucking understand, bro. It's actually fucking buy Neo stock in 2021 or something, bro. It's fine. This is cope. This is like pure copium. All right. It's not always untrue, but it's rare that you have figured it out. Do you know what I'm saying? The market is often irrational, but it's rare that you figure the true value. About this time, I owed taxes because there were ISO shares, and I was unfortunately exercised as the price was climbing, so I owe almost $1 million. So dumbass me pays. Wait. You paid taxes with margin. A few weeks away from cap gains, I've decided I've gone this far. Let's hold. Bad idea. It falls another 50% in margin call. Okay. So he lost $6 million and possibly owes money? That's crazy. What's the stock in? UPST. Upstart Holdings. Yikes. You could have held right here, made a little bump. Yikes, bro. And this is why, though I didn't do this, I understand that it's the wise decision. If you work for a company that pays stock options bonuses, you're supposed to sell them as you receive them and just treat them like income. That's what you're supposed to do, because otherwise you're implicitly saying, I would buy this stock right here and I believe in it 100% to go up. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it like this. Like, for example, at NVIDIA, I got paid basically half in salary, half in stock. Okay. So let's say they give me, again, random number. Let's say they give me, I don't know. Actually, let's fucking say it somewhere else. Say you work at Google, okay? And you work at Google, and they give you $50K in cash and $50K in stock. You should sell it and have a $100K salary. But if you don't, you're implicitly saying if they gave you $100K, you would take $50K of that and buy Google stock. That's what you're saying. They're flipping it around so you don't think about that, but that's what you're doing. And so you have to understand like that's risky, putting half your net worth in a stock. But if you held everything, you'd be balling hard. Yeah, exactly. So that's what I did. I out of laziness or, not fully understanding that rule yet, I didn't sell any Amazon from Twitch. And I didn't sell any Nvidia until years later. And then it was very profitable, which was lucky. But easily could have gone a different way. Those companies happen to be tech companies that did well. But any other company you work for, it's a risk. You're taking a risk. And you're very exposed. Like, for example, let's say you work for a company like Upstart here, and things are going well and things are going up, and you're like, this will never stop happening. And you don't sell. Then maybe the company crashes. Not only is half of your salary, or whatever percentage was in stock options, now nearly worthless. That's bad enough. But you might get fired because the company that crashes their stock often fires people. So then you lose your job, your source of income, and your savings. Do you understand? That's the risky part. You're too overexposed to one stock. That's why generally you want to diversify. But again, as an insider of a company, you'll probably know better if things are going well. I did the math. What is Link is saying? I did the math and realized because you have to spend 7.5% of your AGI to write off medical costs, it's a better deal if you're self-employed to get a more expensive healthcare insurance with a super low max out-of-pocket cost because you can write off the health insurance costs without it being non-ers. That sounds correct and dope. You know better than me. We're back. House time? Not for like an hour, bro. Not for like an hour, Calvin. Don't rush me, bro. I'll ban the shit out of you. Would it be insider trading if you knew things are bad and you sold as soon as you got them? Yes. If you knew something the public didn't and sold on that, that would be insider trading. However, most companies, unless you're a fucking senior level executive, you're fine. Like at Twitch, I could have sold Amazon stock. No one thinks I knew anything about Amazon. And they have windows. So for the average employee, like if you're a CEO or a senior executive, there's very specific times you can sell. But like for an average employee, they're going to have these windows based, like for example, when I worked on the 3080 launch for NVIDIA, I couldn't sell until it was announced. There was a blackout window until we announced the 3080. And so it won't even let me do it. You're very unlikely to get in trouble, is what I'm saying. You can just sell if you think. Unless you're a senator, then there's no such thing as insider trading. Exactly. Just become a senator and then it's all good. You're not going to run into insider. I think you're very unlikely to run into any insider trading issues if you just sell the company stock that you get as it comes in. Atrioc, by that logic, if you know your company is doing well, is it insider information to buy? I mean, again, yes. Yes, theoretically, but it's much harder to prove, bro. It's much harder to prove. If you work at a company and you buy their own stock, you can always just say, I believe in the company's mission. Like it's very difficult. If you have a long-term pattern, when are top executives like CEOs allowed to sell stock? Generally, CEOs can sell right after a earnings call. So they'll have these earnings calls where they explain everything about the financials, the market responds appropriately, and then they can sell. So that people know exactly where the company's at and like what they're guiding towards and what. Um, do you reckon it's better to sell the stocks and buy ETFs like S&P 500? The default response that everyone tells you, and this is the generalized smart advice, and please do not let anything I ever say discourage you from doing this, because this is what everyone will tell you. It's a smart move, is to just dollar cost average into the S&P 500 index fund. Just put it in. It buys a little piece of every stock. That's what you do. Okay? The only thing I will tell you, and this is not financial advice, and you should do what I just said. Vanguard, ETFs, that's the way to do it. The only thing I'll say is that I read some really smart people who are at the cutting edge of this stuff, and there's been research, and something that's in the book, the Problem of 12, that someone's going to do a book report on, that I wanted to read, is that everybody took that advice. Every single person. You know, a while ago, that was considered contrarian. It was like, don't give your money to a hedge fund manager. Don't give your money to a banker. Just put it into an ETF and buy the market. Over time, over the past 30 years, every single person has done that. The number of people that are actually picking stocks anymore is very small. There's a percentage of market. Most of the market is passive. And because of that, the dangerous rise of passive investing, all passive does, all an ETF does, all Vanguard does, is just buy what's already going up. If Nvidia is getting bigger, it buys more. It's all market cap weighted. So if Nvidia is going up, they buy more Nvidia. If Tesla's going up, it buys more Tesla. It just buys more of the top of the market, basically. You're getting more and more concentrated into the top of the market. And so, and that is partially the reason why, over the past couple of years, people have gotten into this buy the dip mentality, is because things always seem to trickle back up. And it's because if it's in the S&P 500, there is a multi-trillion-dollar business that will buy it without thinking. It'll just always buy. And it's bigger than everyone else combined. And the people that are writing about this are saying, well, okay, there's some danger in that. That, like, wait a minute, once the market becomes so concentrated with passive, there's a real risk that it's buying a lot of things that are now well beyond their actual value. And if that ever gets corrected in any way, it's a massive, quick correction. You know, that's the scary thing. Again, I'm just speaking about new things that are at the cutting edge that I'm learning. I don't think you should change anything. Plan on that. I do not want to discourage anyone from dollar cost averaging in the S&P 500. I think it's still the smartest plan. I'm just telling you that, like, that worries me, and I don't want to, like, ignore it and not say it doesn't happen. Do you want to watch The Problem of 12? We can watch it right now. Fuck it. Did someone make a good book report? Let's see. Did someone make a good book report on The Problem of 12? Oh my God, dude. This is on the Reddit. Atrioc doppelganger in China. Yang Binglin, 88 years old Billy creator. He's the oldest video games Billy content creator. He's posted 70 gaming videos on his account, and the video of him playing Hitman, World of Assassination, received 2 million views. Check out Grandpa Yang's unpacking of the Guinness certificate. This guy's a legend, by the way. This guy's badass. I'm trying to find the this has the most upvotes of the past week. Bruh, why does Eminem look like Big A? Unironically, it's actually not that far off, which is not great for me. Unironically, That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Isn't he like 50? I know. That's why it's not good for me. I think he's like 50 years old. And I feel like he looks younger than me. Like he's got... Yikes. That's a yikes. He's got to have some fucking surgery, right? Yeah, he got a tan Enron hat. That's the problem. Get Eminem an Enron hat, I'll lose my mind. The Great Denim Cow. Always love to see good fan art on the subreddit. We've never had it, but I can't wait till the day I do get to see it. Until then, we have this Denim Cow, which is a cow in a denim suit wearing an Enron hat in front of a coffee mug steaming. Somebody drew this and thought they should share it with the world. Powerful, powerful, powerful stuff. Game-changing stuff. I don't see this book report. Even though, oh, here it is. Book report on the problem of 12.
It is jaw-dropping, frankly inspiring.
All right. Jamie Tarantulas. Let's see if you can educate us on the problem of 12, on how everything is being consolidated into a few powerful firms. Explain this to us.
Maybe a little depressing. Book report of The Problem of 12. A book about a few financial institutions that may or may not...
To explain, I didn't have time to read this book because I was working on predictions, but it's about passive investing in a way, and I wanted to learn about it. So I offloaded it to chat. And I asked if anyone would make a book report. And then Jamie Tarantulas came in here and clutched.
Allegedly control everything. The problem is this. Right now, there are 4 index funds that own about 25% of all U.S. public corporations.
Yep.
There are also about 4 private equity firms that own 20 to 40% of the U.S. economy. Now, let me tell you, I've read this book cover to cover, front to back, every single word in this book. There are only 8 firms talked about. I'm not sure where the hell he got Problem of 12 from, but I promise you it's not in the book. I went to one of his lectures to make sure, and he said it was kind of a mistake. He really meant it.
What? That's a crazy start. How the fuck does he fuck that up? It's the problem of 8, and we...
Few. Okay. So let's ignore that and move on to the greatest period
12
in American
sounds
history,
better?
the 20th century.
Cool.
Everybody knows it was great. There's a certain number of years named the Great Depression. There were not many jobs. There was not a lot of money. But what there was an American hero. FDR, the GOAT, rose from the ashes
He's the GOAT.
to save the U.S. economy. He had a dream. He had a goal to lift America up by its bootstraps. How would he do that? Only one way.
Okay.
A lot of ways, but we're going to talk about one way, and that's through the Securities and Exchange Commission. He wanted a new regulatory body called the SEC to rule over public corporations in the United States. What did he want them to do?
This is good. This is not the one way he ran. You know what I'm saying? Like this is probably one of the smaller ways. Also, he didn't invent I have a dream.
What groundbreaking methods was he employing? Well, he wanted them to write a report about financials and a bunch of other boring stuff. But more importantly, he wanted other reputable firms, and I'm talking really, really top-of-the-line reputable firms, to independently audit these companies and make sure that they weren't doing anything like, for example, committing fraud.
Sure.
Now, imagine you're some big corporate brass, some executive, some manager at one of these companies in the 30s and 40s, and you hear this news coming over the telegraph that there's going to be regulations. What do you think? What do you say?
Okay.
Well, they said... This is communism. What the hell? What are we, Russia? This is communism. America is capitalist. Everybody knows.
They did fucking hate FDR. You should look up the business plot when you get a chance. They thought about overthrowing him and killing him. There was a real plan, debated, I guess. There was real anger from business leaders, and they were strongly considering getting a general and having a coup, an American coup on FDR.
There is no regulations. There is no oversight in capitalism. Anything more than that is communism. They hated it. They fought with FDR. There was a lot of battles, but the SEC got through. And where did that leave us? Well, it left us with a bunch of companies. Not any of these companies, but it left us with companies that were all separate. They weren't working together. They were regulated, sort of. They were audited. for the most part.
Okay.
But they weren't working together, and they weren't owned by the same person or entity. Well, where did we go wrong? Let's talk about index funds. You have a few options when you get money. You can spend it, great option.
Great.
Or you can save it. Everybody knows of the classic under the mattress trick. Put your money under there, it's safe forever, can never get robbed or stolen from you.
Well, yeah.
Well, if you want to make money, you can also go to a bank. You can get a little bit of interest, 0 to 5%, somewhere in that range.
Sure.
Or, my personal favorite, what I suggest to everybody, is day trading. This is separate from the book real quick, but I read a statistic somewhere recently. It was like...
You're going off script here. I wanted a book report. I don't want your statistics, and I don't want your advice to my chat to start day trading, okay? Let's focus on the book here. Let's keep it tight.
93 or 94% of day traders make money.
That's not true.
It's a viable option.
That's obviously not true. That's not correct.
You can also, if it's open to you, you can do this. You can inside trade, okay? Or what other people chose to do is invest their money with somebody else through an investment fund or a mutual fund, something like that. What this really entailed was a coked up finance manager choosing what stocks and what investments to make, and hopefully you making money and not losing a bunch.
Yeah.
Then
again, I want to drive this home because I was kind of talking about this earlier. It's that, for the longest time, you would give your money to someone who would manage it for you. And they would be the smart person that would be like, we're going to invest in this or this or this. But like, there's a lot of evidence that these people weren't that good. They weren't anything special. Like, you could just beat them by buying a little bit of every company and waiting it out. That was the animation. He's probably gonna talk about this. I was just gonna say.
Around the 2000s, a new academic theory came to be called the efficient market theory. There's a lot of controversy these days about whether this is accurate or not, but essentially what it's saying is that the market knows everything. If you find out information online about rats are infesting all of the McDonald's in the United States, you can't then go to Robinhood and make money off that information because it's already factored into the market. That's the theory.
This is bullshit, by the way.
Because of this theory, a new investing strategy was born. Beforehand, people were just picking stocks, right? They were just saying, okay, Apple, I hope it goes up. Bed Bath & Beyond, I hope it goes down. Some people did a little better than others. But at the end of the day, this new theory called index funds was born. And it wasn't all that popular, but essentially what it was that a fund would follow a market or a certain portfolio of stocks so that you weren't depending on the individual performance of any one stock. If Johnson & Johnson goes to zero tomorrow, you have 499 other stocks to balance it out if you're indexing with the S&P 500, one of the most popular funds in the world. Now, there became a great man. He came out of the woodwork. His name was Mr. Vanguard, I think. And he created the company Vanguard. And Vanguard was the first company to publish an index fund that anyone could invest in. Again, this was early 2000s. They really weren't that popular. But advantages were starting to be seen. They were a lot cheaper for companies and people to invest in because they didn't require a money manager.
I don't think his name was
making
John
constantly.
Vanguard.
They were pretty passively managed. Now, over the next few years, something happened. The advantages became more and more apparent. People and corporations and organizations became to invest in them more and more.
Yeah, I mean, I want to just, again, emphasize here. So far, I'm kind of glad I didn't read the book because I know all this. Hopefully there's something new. One thing to emphasize here is that the real way that it's advantageous is not just that it often beats active managers, but that they don't charge you high fees. So if you take all your money and put it in Vanguard and it just buys the S&P 500, a little bit of everything, they charge you a very low fee. And so your money is growing and growing and growing, and you're not... If you go to an active manager, they charge you often 2 and 20, which is 2% of all of the money you gave them and 20% of anything they make you. Which means, like, over a long period of time, they're sucking a lot of your money away. And whether or not they even do that well for you, they're making fat stacks. So that's one of the reasons Vanguard and all this became more popular is because, like, wait a minute, like, these active managers have to be not just good, but great to make it better than what I'm doing with passive.
And that's how we ended up here. Now, there's these 4 companies that you see on your screen that own about 25% of all of the top companies in the United States. You might be thinking, okay, you've told me about all the advantages. I'm thinking this is great. Who cares if they own that much? Well, the problem is that ownership in a company means you can vote in company affairs. Now, you might be surprised to hear that much like the federal election, a lot of people don't vote in these elections. So that takes an ownership of 25% and actually blows it up a whole lot more because of all the people that aren't actually participating in the voting process. So when 4 companies have a huge controlling stake in the top 500 corporations in the world, it becomes a real big voting block. They control a large portion of the US economy. I would like to caveat that with saying they do not control these companies, okay? They make a very clear distinction. They don't control the companies. They influence them. Huge difference. So you're saying, okay, there's 4 companies, they influence a lot of the US economy. Do they work together? Do they collude? Well, no, I guess technically they don't actually participate in collusion. But that's
I'll make sure everybody understands, okay? Like, everyone around the country is getting their paycheck and putting some portion of it into a 401k with Vanguard. Vanguard's taking these trillions of dollars and buying pieces of every company every month. Over a long period of time, suddenly they have a lot of every company. They have a big chunk, like a huge chunk of a lot of the most powerful companies in the nation. Now, they don't necessarily own these. Like, you own your piece. I can take my part out anytime I want. But like, because if I put my money with Vanguard, I'm not making the votes. Vanguard has the big chunk and they're making the vote. And they have a piece of all of these companies. They have a lot more outsized power. He's probably talking about collusion. I assume what I've heard as a theory is like, the system works best when, let's say, I don't know, fucking Coca-Cola and Google, if they both want to do something, they compete hard at each other. they slash price. Like, Coca-Cola wants to get into making search engines and Google wants to get making soda. They're going to fucking compete. They're going to slash prices. They're going to do that. But if Vanguard owns both, they would like to influence them both to not do that because that would cut both of their margins and make them less cash producing. Like, it would, that's what I'm saying. They would prefer a tacit collusion of all companies to keep things good and afloat.
Kind of because it's really easy for them to communicate and coordinate without colluding. All of their votes that they participate in these companies' elections are published publicly. So each company can look at these records and kind of align their strategy with each other without actually having to talk. But luckily they get to talk because they have meetings, general strategy meetings about policy, not about any company in particular, but they have meetings about policy and kind of things they'd like to see going forward. So these 4 companies do work together a significant amount, but it's not collusion, it's more coordination, communication, and working together.
Sure.
Okay, let's put index funds aside for a second. We'll get back to them, but let's talk about private equity. Private equity, I think, is a little bit less understood, so let me just try and explain it really quickly. Essentially what happens in private equity is there's a big company, let's say Blackstone. They see a small company, let's say Fisher Veterinarian Clinic. They think, wow, we can make a ton of money with this company. Let's buy it and do something with it. So they take it over. And now it's Blackstone Veterinary.
Animations are crazy.
What does that mean for the clinic? Well, usually what happens is they cut employees, they cut costs in the hopes of generating revenue, and then in a few years, usually 6 years, selling it for a lot of cash for their investors. Now, these firms have really increased since the 2000s to present day, largely due to regulations from the Bill Clinton presidency. So structurally, what does it look like?
Let's go, Clinton.
Well, public investors invest in these companies. These companies, these are the 4 big private equity companies. They also happen to be public. Then they acquire other companies privately, like Fisher's Veterinary Clinic.
Right.
Now, you might kind of catch on to something here. Well, this seems like a lot of public involvement. Yeah, it kind of is a lot of public involvement. How are these companies still private companies? How is it private equity? Well, they do a little trick where they kind of separate themselves by a level. They have these little junior companies. They're called private equity funds versus private equity firms. And these funds invest in the private companies, and they are privately owned. They're not owned by Blackstone. They just get money from them and put all their profits back into Blackstone.
So
it's a little bit of a little financial
corporate
trickery,
daisy
structural
chains
trickery to make sure that these companies are private still. Why is it so important
I guess
that they're still
that is
private?
12,
Why do
right?
companies care that much? Well, because there's really no regulations for private companies. They don't have to disclose anything to the SEC in the same level of the public corporations do, and there's a lot less oversight. As a result, there's a lot of discussion over, is private equity actually good? Or is it—
Yeah, I mean, again, so if you're a public company, if you're Apple or Google or Microsoft or whatever, every single quarter, 4 times a year, you have to let the public know exactly how much money you're making, exactly the value of all your stuff. If you're up or down, you know, if you're what you're guiding towards, like what revenue you expect to make, you have to be completely honest. And if you're not, it's legal. So, but if you're a private company, you don't have to publish any of that shit. If you're not public, you can just say whatever it is. Like, for example, we don't know the exact value of Twitter. We don't know what Twitter makes. It's not public. Elon Musk has bought it and taken it private, so we don't know what they're making, how much they're losing, anything. It's once you're a private company, it's all hidden, and so they're like layering these companies through a private layer to hide, I guess, the value of their assets.
Is it bad? There's not really a black and white answer, right? It's not good or bad. But there's a lot of studies and a lot of questioning on whether the returns are actually worth it. Because private equity, the theory is, it's riskier, so there should be higher returns. But in reality, taking away the higher fees for private equity, there's actually lower returns than the S&P 500. Then you also have to consider what economists call negative externalities. Negative externalities is just a huge, big, annoying word to say harm to third parties.
Sure.
What is the harm that private equity substantiates? Well, they fire a lot of people, right? They get rid of a lot of people. They cut wages. They often take shortcuts in working conditions and different regulations that are not as strict down.
I mean, the problem with private equity is they're extremely, extremely short-term minded. They're vampires. What private equity does is they buy your local vet or your local nursing home or your local, I don't know, pet store or your local prison or your local hospital. And then they cut it to the bone. You know, they cut wages, cut employees, cut service, cut quality to try and suck all the money out. They load it up with debt. They pay themselves fees. So let's say, for example, I'm Atrioc Private Equity and you own, I don't know, let's pick a name here, Gondomar. You own Gondomar's local snack shop, okay? I buy your shop. It's still called Gondomar's local snack shop, but now I own it. And what I do is I have you take out a fucking $1 million loan and start paying me consulting fees. Okay? And then I fire your employees. And then I keep it going as long as I can until I've drained everything out of it. And then I sell it to some other sucker or dissolve it. That's the private equity sort of wheelhouse.
At that level. Irregardless of whether or not you think it's a good or a bad thing, private equity, it's blown up over the past 20 years. These four companies own $2.7 trillion of the U.S. economy, and private equity as a whole is about $12 trillion.
This sounds like griefing in Minecraft. That's not that bad, bro. All this is decaying social trust. I mean, it's not like griefing. Griefing in Minecraft is like the worst thing you can do.
Well, same question as index funds. Do they work together? Yeah, actually a ton in private equity, they work together. One of the things that these private equity firms do to kind of help each other and work together is one firm will bid really low on a company that the other wants to acquire. Then,
sorry, someone said they never end up having to pay back the loans, it just disappears. If you are a business and you take out a loan and you go out of business, generally, yes, the loan is just lost. The person that loaned you the money loses money because they're pissed. They should have judged your credit better. Yes. That is the way that it goes. But also, like, realistically, if a bank is smart enough, they're not going to loan you money if they can't pay it back. So, you know, in many cases, private equity might pay the loan back, but they'll do it by, at the very end of their life, firing everybody, milking the last cash out of the company, selling all the land in the retail space or whatever. Like, just selling it off for parts, chopping it up. That's what they do.
And the firm that actually wants to acquire the company can do so at a much lower level. If that sounds like collusion, it really is. Then one of the most interesting ways they work together is in the sale of their businesses.
What stops you from making a business, loading it up with debt, and dissolving it? No one will give you the credit. No one will give you the credit. And if you have that as your plan from the beginning, then it's fraud. So if it's fraud, they'll get you. And if it's like a business that you took out a loan for and just didn't work, then you're okay, but they probably won't give you the loan. I mean, they'll be very loath to give you that loan.
Recently, 50% of exits, which basically means the private equity firm selling the company, 50% of those exits have been to other private equity firms. Essentially, it creates this big incestuous trading circle of these private equity firms just sharing the same companies around in a circle over and over and over again. I hope you have a good background. And you know what? You might be thinking, wow, there's no problem. This is great. The U.S. economy is functioning perfectly.
Sounds great.
There's a little bit of a problem. The problem is mainly in the control of the U.S. economy and political landscape that these companies can exercise. In terms of the index fund companies that own a huge portion of public companies, they can pretty much call any CEO and at least get a conversation around different policies and different actions they want to see taken, because they have a large part in whether or not that CEO keeps their job. There was a really pivotal Supreme Court case in 2010 that allowed corporations to start spending money in federal elections, saying that that was speech. Speaking
Citizens
for
United,
the
baby!
Hundreds of thousands of owners that these companies had. But based on everything you just heard, do you really think they're speaking on behalf of me who owns 2 shares? This allowance of corporate speech for the funding of different federal elections has really caused private equity firms and index fund firms alike to have a huge influence in the U.S. government.
Sure.
As a result, they're basically able to lobby against.
Well, they have a lot of money, so they should.
In 2022, firms
like
like this blocked the Inflation Reduction Act because it carried a rider that they really didn't want to see passed. They're also allowed to lobby for positive financial policies, like different tax breaks for corporations that will greatly benefit them. It becomes a
Like, you guys misunderstand me. When I get mad at a private equity firm for buying a, like a veterinary business and then running it into the ground, I'm not mad because they fired everybody. And I'm not mad because they sucked all the profit out and like ruined, the local economy. I'm mad because they hurt a business, and a business is a person. Once you get rid of it's like they killed a person. That's my problem. I see all businesses as people with voices, okay? And if you put one into bankruptcy, that's like murder. That's cruel. Corporations are people too. And so that really pisses me off.
Self-fulfilling circle where companies are able
fuck the employees though. Who cares about them?
to basically get exactly what they want out of the government, giving them more control of the entire U.S. economy. It shouldn't have to be stated that just a few companies controlling half of the U.S. economy is a problem. But our boy John Coates, he does state that. And does he have any solutions for us? Like, kind of. I don't love his solutions just because, again, the companies have so much political power, and his solutions hinge on political reform. Essentially what he wants is more disclosures. So private equity firms, he wants them to be forced to publish different metrics and different data on the companies they own. He wants a lot more disclosure around private equity firms. He also wants more frequent disclosure requirements for publicly traded companies. For index funds, he suggests that they disclose voting more often than annually, and that they publish their strategies for everybody to see, not just investors. Essentially, he sums up the whole problem as it's gotten really out of hand because of the lack of disclosure. As a result, his solution is to increase disclosure, increase regulation. But is it possible with the amount of control these companies exercise over the U.S. government? I'm not sure. Neither is he. We'll have to find out. That was the book. Enjoy.
Thanks. Welcome. Thanks for doing that, Mr. Tarantulas. Jamie Tarantulas, thank you very much for doing that book report on the problem of 12. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm actually glad you did that, because now I don't really want to read it, because it is not really about what I thought it was about. It seems to be more about the political problems of these few companies having so much influence. I am more concerned about the risk to everybody's 401k. That everyone's money is invested in exactly the same things at the same times every month, consistently forever, and the market is no longer rational about what it buys. House tonight? Yes, in 20 minutes. If you ask again, I'm banning you. And that means ever. I'm putting a note on your name. Second cousin Todd, I'm putting a note on your name. If you ever ask again, I will ban you permanently. Please stop fucking asking about fucking house before it is house time. I'm writing a fucking note right now. So. All right, and Trilla, you're banned because you're doing it on purpose. And also, you're not subbed. That was an easy ban. That's an easy ban, bro. The first person was subbed, so I gave him a pass. You're trying to fucking push it? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Wait. Would you ever talk about the pros and cons to alternative housing choices like manufactured homes versus renting versus getting a starter home? Not really sure what you mean. I think it's going to really depend on your financial situation and where you live, my friend. I don't know what I can tell you. J-Rome Kool-Aid, thank you for the 5 gifted. Enjoy your platinum kappa. 5 gifted again. Double the chances. Please check it right now. J-Rome Kool-Aid, please let me see that platinum kappa. Everyone, get excited. J-Rome did 2 spins of the dice. 100% it's got to have gotten the 3 spins. 3 spins from J-Rome Kool-Aid of the platinum kappa dice. There's no way you didn't get it. I mean, your odds are incredible. Platinum kappa check. Come on now. This has got to be the one. We're all praying for you. J-Rome Kool-Aid, 1 cap. Oh, damn it. Fuck, dude. Look at him. He's right there. Oh, man, that's terrible luck. That's fucking tragic luck, bro. Missed out again. Damn it. How do they fucking, those, I mean, just, you know what happened. That means you're due. I feel like I'm fucking a casino. I'm a casino now. That's what I sound like. That's exactly what they tell people. Hey, J-Rome Kool-Aid, I don't know if you know this because you're typing question mark. There may not... I know that you're spinning again. I hope you understand that possibly the platinum kappa isn't 100% factual. Don't get me wrong, it's real, but just like... It is. Don't get me wrong. You understand, right, that you're... Okay. But you should check again one more time. But, I mean, realistically, you did get it now, right? 100% you got it now. You've done it 4 times. Like 100% you got the platinum kappa. Oh my God, you guys remember this? Back before you guys have to be old. If you guys' back hurts, you remember this. Where you'd put kappa, and then everyone's like, how do you do the kappa? Or how do you do that face? And then you'd say kappa equals gray face with no space. And then people would type gray face, and then you'd laugh at them. That's classic early Twitch, bro. That's classic. Yeah, and then if other people knew it, they would type, oh my God, it worked. It was perfect, dude. People would be in on the joke. That was a good culture. What happened? What happened, dude? Now it's all W's and L's and fucking... Atrioc, how dumb is it to quit a full-time job for a 6-month contract job that pays 10% more? Pretty dumb. Unless you think they're going to turn it full-time and you're pretty confident in that. 10% more is not enough more to justify the risk of a contract job 6 months. I mean, that they might just want the contract, bro, and they might not. I don't know. I would be nervous taking that risk. But if you hate your current job, fucking run it. Maybe you'll learn some skills. I don't want to create a environment people are so avoidant of risk where they only take the safest possible route in life. All right, risks are fine. It's just that seems extra risky to me. But yeah, if you're under 30, you could run it for sure. If you're 45 with 2 kids and a alimony payment, maybe stick at the job, bro. It depends. That's all I'm saying. It depends. What's the platinum kappa? J-Rome Kool-Aid, are you being serious? The platinum kappa is a very real thing where if you gift 5 subs, it spins a wheel that you have an 8 out of 10 chance of getting a platinum kappa. And if you don't hit it, it's because you got unlucky. And every time you get 5 subs, you get another spin. But legally, this is a joke. But really, it's true. But legally, it's a joke. I'm gonna fucking ban you, Jerem Kool-Aid, because I think you understand what you're doing, which is you're trying to guilt me. That being said, can we check one more time? Dude, this is so fucked. Every single time Coney tells me one of these schemes, it literally prints cash. It's crazy. It prints cash every time. It's like he comes in here with his. He didn't get it again. What the fuck, Jerome Kool-Aid? I mean, I hate to be that guy, but like, it does feel to me a little bit like you're the guy that turned around before the diamonds. Do you know what I'm saying? Doesn't it? Does everyone in chat kind of feel that it's like it feels like you're one away from the glorious sparkling platinum kappa that everyone's gonna fucking lose their mind at, and now it's it feels like you're due. All right, let's just say he got it on this one. He got it. Holy shit, is that a platinum kappa? Oh, it's beautiful. What? I see it. You guys see it? Oh my God. Wait, it actually is here. Wait, what the fuck? I thought I was joking that whole time. He actually got it? Damn, that thing's shiny as a motherfucker. Wow. Wow. Everyone in chat who feels like they want to be as cool as him, maybe you can try to also get your hat in the ring. I sent that picture to my gacha addicted friend, and then he spent $1,000 on Genshin Impact. Bro. Dude, I was researching this for predictions. Because last year I talked about how 2023 was going to be the year of gambling. And I nailed that one, by the way. That's just an all-timer. Like, I even picked two stocks that went up 100%. But anyway, I looked into it, and now it's like, now we're getting the after effects in 24, which is that more young people are addicted to gambling than ever in the history of the country. We have more people calling gambling helplines under 30 than we've ever had. We've got, there's problems now. There's problems. And that's not even including gacha games, which I think are just like another form of it. I feel like people are getting... If you are susceptible to this kind of thing, like if your brain is like more susceptible than average to the highs and lows of gambling and the rush, or the dopamine rush of gambling, which by the way, mine is. By the way, I have the ability. Like, I definitely am more than most susceptible to that kind of thing. Then like the world is a crazy fucking place for trying to resist. Like there's so many more opportunities to try and like dopamine rush you into taking your money. But did you hear about the rare diamond lol W that has a 1 in 13 chance of appearing when you gift 7 subs? I didn't hear about that. Speaking of gambling, wow. It feels like if you are going to gamble, that's like a really cool thing to gamble for. A diamond lol W? Holy shit, it probably makes you feel like you're extra funny to people around you. That sounds pretty rare, though. You'd really have to dump a lot of money in there. Are we watching House tonight? I'm going to ban you! Do you know what I need? I need a fucking... Actually, I am timing you out. I've decided I'm going to fucking alternate between banning and timing out, but I'm timing you out for a day. I need like a little icon, like houses. Like I need a Vicodin pill right here. Someone make me a little Vicodin pill icon that I can just put in the corner so people know if I'm going to watch House that day. I never chat because your policies on banning are bad. I'm banning you for that. First of all, I'm banning you for that. Second of all, you have 555 chat messages, so you don't never chat. Right? You don't never chat. Don't fucking talk like you never chat. And then third of all, your chat says it seem fine. So what's your problem? I'm looking at your chat messages. They're all normal. It's little W's and leggy hurdy and whatever. You're fine. You're fine, dude. What's your problem? Although I am noticing you chat a lot during house. And so I can tell that your policies about that you're mad about is that you want to come in here and ask about house every day. I see your fucking game, Michal. I see your fucking game. And yes, I do want to ban you for that. 100%. Okay? How often do you unban? Honestly, never, but I did it recently. I mean, it's not a regular thing, but I did unban everybody. I opened all the gates. Very recently, I unbanned fucking everybody, and I just said, Free Willy, dude. I know a great song about Vicodin you could use. Hey, Atrioc, when you go on your China trip, do you want me to watch your house? Nope. You can watch House MD. Imagine if everyone here was fake and you've been talking to yourself for 10 years now. Do you think that I've been streaming for 10 years? Number one. Number two, the check clears. Right? So whoever I'm talking to, they're paying. Honestly, if we could get, it would be great if there was like if I could hire robots to chat and they all were like lol W facts. You know? Like I just need a bunch of robots to say lol W facts about everything I say. Just sporadically put it in there because it gets the vibe of the chat up. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're ever, you know, I'm going to do a good deed today. Don't even worry about my stream. If you're ever in somebody else's stream and you're like, what do I do? What do I say to get the vibe up here? Just say lol W facts. I promise you, it improves the mood of the stream. It gets the vibe up. Big A. Please look at my group presentation for marketing consumer behavior. We used your Elon/Twitter videos. We present Friday. Need to know if they're ass or not. Where'd you send it? Where did you send it? You spammed this a million times. Where did you send this? Let me see if your presentation is ass, bro. If I open up your presentation and it is just my slideshow from YouTube stolen. Okay, guys, I noticed you're actually doing lol W facts a little too much. To the point where I actually feel like it's not actually helping so much. It almost feels like it's undercutting. I don't If anything, the vibes are like too supportive. Do you know what I'm saying? We usually have a nice adversarial thing, and now it feels like you guys are see, okay, now I'm seeing that I've created a monster in a way, and that is the way the cookie crumbles. Atrioc, in an alternate universe where House retires from medicine to become a streamer and watches a TV drama about a doctor named Atrioc who's stricken with glancer, House would get mad at his chatters when they asked if he's planning to watch Atrioc. That's the dumbest message I ever heard. That's your first time chat message. This is a problem with House as a stream concept. Because right when I'm about to stream House, people start filtering in who are completely rotted in their brain that just want to watch a Fox show from the early 2000s. Holy shit! I get it. Facts, bro. Is this how Aiden Ross feels? Is this how Asmongold feels when he gives the most deranged take of all time? And everyone in his chat spams true. Facts, true. Oh, fuck, dude. It's actually getting to my head. I actually feel like I can't do any wrong. In fact, I feel like my opinions are suddenly better than my fellow man. All right, chat, I'm hungry is a thing, and I'm going to watch House. So we're going to run a quick ad skibibble. J-Ron Kool-Aid with the Platinum Kappa going for the rare Diamond Kappa, bro. Holy shit, he's trying to push it. He's trying to go to the higher tier. He already got Plat, but he's spinning the wheel for that extra fucking... all right, we're going to run an ad. Oh, wait, ad's running right now. Oh, shit, we just burnt it. Fuck, piss. Pissed. All right, guys. I'm leaving, so you can spam if you want to, but I'm not going to be here. So there's nothing to say facts to. I'm going to go get a quick snack and a drink for House, and then you guys should also do the same. And shut up! Dude, I took extra long just so you guys wouldn't still be spamming. Bro. Okay. I said it as for other streamers, not for me. As a nice gesture. Yep, snacks. Lil W snacks. Or be okay. You can only speak in words that rhyme with facts. Let's see if that works. At least we'll get some kind of variety. Lil W, that tracks. Lil W. Relax. Okay, guys, I get it. No, I seriously get it. I'm going to let you in on a secret. No one else is going to tell you this. You guys are really funny. You guys are really fucking funny. Like, people don't get that about you. Is that you guys actually get comedy on a higher level. You're funny as hell, bro. Like, really, you got it figured out. However, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you're in a room with other people and you're the funniest person there, sometimes you ease up a bit. You know what I'm saying? Let other people give a chance to make their little jokes. Okay, they're not as funny as you, but give them a chance, all right? So you pull back, and that's what you sort of need to do. Lol W HBO Max. All right, well, we reached an impasse. House time? The thing is, here's the thing. I'm going to tell you the truth. As funny as I find this, and I would normally let this run all stream. I promise you I would. And I would do a whole back and forth on it, and it'd be funny. I don't think watching House is going to be funny if you guys are spamming low W facts the whole time. I unironically think that. So, we need some sort of end game here. We need some sort of end game. And I don't know what we can do. It's crazy because I'm actually speaking facts right now. We need some sort of ceasefire. All right, let's be like Ukraine here. Oh. How about I can't think of anything. I mean, I guess I could just fucking Chatters open fire. All right, here's what I'll do. If not a single person types lol W facts after I finish the countdown, we'll watch Uno Mas House. If not a single person types it. But if one person types it, then we won't watch Uno Mas. Five, four, three, two, one. Starting now. Let's see. It's over. So trash, bro. Are you serious? I thought we'd get a little farther than that. I honestly thought we'd get farther than that. I legitimately thought that the need for Uno Mas was high enough. I thought we'd get to the end and then someone would break. Bam, I don't even know who it was. They're Spartacus. Guys, listen, it's 10 o'clock. I do want to get this episode. Let's check. Let me just do something real quick, all right? And that is, if you don't mind, can you please wait, who was it? If you guys find the name, I actually will check their chat history. Can you please tell me what you were doing on January 24th, 2010? What were you doing on January 24th, 2010? You weren't alive? Get out. Get out. You're too young, bro. And why was it listening to the #1 song in the UK